Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards. Coming back at you with some more Topps Stadium Club 2025. In this video, we're going to go ahead and open up 3 of the value boxes, blaster boxes, whatever you want to call them. In the previous video, if y'all checked that one out, we did open the mega boxes that were awesome. They're a lot of fun. At least in my opinion. I know there are varied opinions out there about whether or not there should have been a guaranteed auto in every single one of them, but I mean, let's be honest, that's not going to be the way anymore, especially since they're only guaranteeing one auto in the hobby. They're not going to guarantee an auto in a mega box that's a third of the price, roughly. So that is unfortunate, but unfortunately it's the way Topps and Fanatics have been doing things. So I still think they're an incredible value, especially for set builders like myself. We're going to go ahead and open up some of these guys and check out the 4 exclusive base lime green parallels that you get per box. And I believe you also get a sepia, and you get 1 sepia per box. Obviously, those are not exclusive, as we also got 2 of them per mega box. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these bad boys. We'll take a quick spin around the box, see if there's anything other than the parallels to worry about. And then we'll see what we can get out of these 3 guys. Still hands down, one of my favorite releases. You know, I know that there's definitely some concerns about the quality of the product this year and shrinkflation, etc., etc. I mean, unfortunately, I think shrinkflation is just going to be something that hits every single product. Hopefully it doesn't go any further beyond this year, but we'll have to see what happens there. But ultimately, the photography is where it's at. That's kind of my focus. The photography in these on these cards is just as incredible as I think it's always been. I do think they did remove some of the glossy finish. I don't think they're as like ultra high gloss that they have been in years past, but they still look pretty darn good to me. So really, it's I'm sure they took some shortcuts here and there. And unfortunately, that's the name of the game when your game is to make as much money as possible, which we all know is the name of the game for Fanatics. But without further ado, well, actually, let's take a look at the box, see if there's anything different here. So 4 exclusive base lime green parallels. I think that's the end of the exclusives. The sepia that we already touched on. The inserts, none of them are exclusive to the blaster. 8 packs, 5 cards, 40 cards. Same thing there, and same thing there. So nothing too different. So really, you're going to get 5 parallels. You're guaranteed 5 parallels, 4 of them being exclusive per value box. Got James Wood on the back. That's a nice start. Kicking off with Mike Trout on that little halo card. I like that one. We have Seiya Suzuki. There's our first lime green. And it's a nice one too. Kind of goes with the Mariners colors a little bit, a little too light obviously, but it's a nice one. Freddie Freeman on that great shot, and then of course James Wood, who I think has a bright future ahead of him. We got Yu Darvish, and then once again a nice shot with the stadium in the background. Love it. The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. Oh, one of the best to watch growing up. J-Rod on the Savage Sluggers insert. Pete Alonso and Junior Caminero. So no rookies there. And as I said previously, the difficulty in getting rookies is still roughly the same. The Stadium Club over the years has been pretty notorious for not being super rookie heavy. There's Vlad Jr. Got Christian Walker. Our next green is A-Rod. We got Johan Santana and Nolan Arenado. Johan Santana, not a name you hear too often anymore. I know he goes to some of the Mets, veterans events and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. We have Thomas Segassi, I believe. Can't fully remember if that's how you say it. We got Riley Green. And there's our sepia, C.J. Abrams. A nice one. And Albert Pujols and Wyatt Langford. Of course, Mr. Pujols managing the Dominican Republic squad, I think, for the World Baseball Classic. A lot of rumors about him wanting to be a major league manager. George Kirby, Kyle Manzardo, and our next green is Randy Arozarena, so another Mariner. Ichiro and Jackson Holiday, my guy. There we go. So we've had 2 rookies so far out of basically the first half of the box. Now Trevor Hoffman, the Hall of Fame closer. Moving to Mookie Betts and Dalton Rushing, the rookie in case of emergency. Insert. Edgar Caro and Clayton Kershaw. So now 3 rookies. We have Caden Dana kicking off this pack. Once again, a nice shot there. And Jackson Chourio is an awesome shot too. Love it. Royce Lewis, I believe, is our last green. Max Muncy on the rookie. The Athletics Max Muncy. And Bobby Witt Jr. Last pack, first blaster. Kicking off with Big Mac. Mark McGwire. Matt Olson. Whoa, we got an auto. Zach DeCenzo for the Astros. There we go. Oh, man. So what I was legit just getting ready to say, in what's been a relatively uneventful box, especially in terms of the rookies and stuff, but we secure a very nice auto of Zach DeCenzo. Love the name. Not exactly the spelling, but that's all right. Look at that. Man, I love Stadium Club. We got Josh Naylor and ending on Tarek Skubal. So that's our first blaster, which clearly, if we hadn't been saved by the auto, would have been pretty rough. I mean, James Wood, probably the best card otherwise. You know, the inserts are nice, but no huge name player or anything really to write home about there. The J-Rod one's nice, of course, but screwing up my piles over here on the side. Paul Skeens. Tomoyuki Sugano for my O's. Aaron Judge on the lime green. Well, that would be a big one here in my area for sure. We have Willie Adames and Graham Ashcraft. The other thing I'll say about this set, right, is I've bought a decent amount of it now, right? So the 2 megas that you've seen me open, I've opened a couple of fat packs off camera just because I'm not a fat pack fan, as I've said numerous times. You always have to worry about conditions on the corners and such. And I also opened, I think, like 2 blasters. So, I mean, it's a decent amount of cards that I've opened, and I've got a lot of duplicates, triplicates, quadruplicates. So, something to keep an eye on. Christian Campbell. There we go. Moving on to Mick Abel. Very nice. And our Matt Shaw, yours for the taking. Nice insert. Followed by Yelich and Tony Taters. But unfortunately, obviously for those of you that aren't set builders, I guess it's not as annoying, but I just can't stand that there's some cards I have literally none of, and then some cards I have, you know, one, none of. Or if I already said that, then I have 4 of another card. So lost track of my thought there for a second. Tomoyuki Sugano on the parallel. Take that. Caleb Durbin on the rookie, and Adolis Garcia. But still staying away from the hobby boxes. Prices are just too expensive for one guaranteed auto. Trey Turner, Pedro, and our Sepias, Alex Bregman. Next, David Festa. So a few more rookies in this one. And Mr. Lindor. Garrett Cole. Again, I think he's got about a month or so that he's going to miss before he comes back to the Yankees. Grayson Rodriguez. Willie Adames is our next green. Chandler Simpson and Spencer Schwellenbach. 3 more to go in the second blaster. And at the end, we'll do a little bit of review. I'll let you know if I like the mega boxes better or these. Mr. Acuna, Joe Mauer, Concentration, Justin Verlander. Do believe I have that one already. Stephen Kwan and Joey Votto. Byron Buxton. Marcelo Meyer. Take that one. And a green Joe Mauer. Zach Neto and Mr. Shohei. So I'll tell you, every time I go to a card show, his stuff just keeps going up and up and up. Like, even his base cards aren't selling for $1 anymore. So dude is in demand. Manny Machado. Got a Matt Shaw rookie. C.J. Abrams. Jacob Wilson rookie. It's a nice one. And Luis Severino. So last blaster. And we'll render our final verdict. And put a bit of a bow on our 2025 Stadium Club videos. Which, just 2, but... Our next green, Corey Seager. Okay. Not a bad one there. Caminero, Santana. Seen those already. As I said, I know the set's only 200 cards, which is much smaller than in years past, but it just seems to me like still getting this many doubles and triples without getting the entire set's kind of crazy. Vladdy, Wyatt Langford on the Savage Sluggers. Arenado and Pujols. Seen those as well. Now this box here might be a total repeat. Let's see. Christian Walker we've seen. Yep. Next green, Ketel Marte. Langford and Ichiro. Yep, seen those. So we'll just keep moving right on through until we see something different. Riley Green. Our sepia is Shota Imanaga. Holiday and Edgar Caro. Seen those as well. So I think you can kind of get a sense for the duplication here. And you probably could in the last video too, because I mean, each one of those boxes were what, 140 cards, something like that. So and there was a fair share of duplicates there. Jace Young, there we go, on a green. Very nice. Kershaw and Muncy. 3 packs to go. And we'll render our little decision here, our review, shall we say. Mookie, Dana, J-Rod now in case of emergency. Witt and Naylor. 2 packs. Churio, Big Mac, Riley Green, I think, is our final green. Fitting. Skubal and Logan Evans. I don't know that we've seen that one yet today. But we've definitely seen Mr. Olsen. Yep, Seager. Chase Young now is just a base. And Aaron Judge closes out the video. So, you know, not bad for what they are. You know, once again, I think if you can get your hands on the megas, that's the way to go. You just get a lot more guaranteed parallels. Obviously, they do cost, well, twice as much as a blaster box. So you could get 2 blasters, which would give you 80 cards and 10 parallels. But you're still getting more from the mega boxes. So I would recommend the mega boxes. You just have a better chance at hitting better, you know, rookies and big names in the parallels because you're just getting more of them for your money. So, but a blaster is a nice entry if that's something you're looking for. And even the fat packs aren't terrible if you're not fat pack phobic, maybe would be a good word, like me. Just due to the fact that they do give you the 3 pink parallels, which has been the usual for the past year or two, something like that. So you do still have a good chance at getting some sort of, you know, rookie parallel or a nice name parallel like Judge within those. And those are about $7. And I think they are 36 cards, something like that. So they're pretty close to the blaster, believe it or not, in terms of the number of cards. So, but anyway, my final word, stick with the mega box. But let's go ahead and get this one wrapped up and put a little bow on it ourselves. If you've enjoyed this opening, if you enjoy any of our content and have not yet, please head down below and subscribe to the channel. You can even click the like button while you're there if you've enjoyed this video. And let me know in the comments what you think of Stadium Club, or really what you think of the World Baseball Classic even, because that's in full swing now and it's been a blast to watch. I put out videos every Monday and Friday, but you can click the notification bell to be notified every time we do post. And the name of the game is just to have fun. That's really all we do here on the channel. We just want to have fun. Like, even if this auto didn't come out today and it was just the other 4 piles that you see in front of you, it's just fun looking at cards, opening packs, and you know, creating some content. So for that, I'm truly appreciative, and leads me into my last part here. I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys very much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. It's a blast to do this thing, to do this kind of thing, and to hear from you guys. Again, whether it's in the comments or, you know, at shows or, you know, any other number of areas. I truly appreciate it, and it's still pretty amazing and mind-boggling. So thank you guys very much. But with that said, I'm going to wrap it up and get you guys on out of here. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.